Looking to trade the noise for some peace? Welcome to Ridge Runner Days.
Hey folks, today we're going to talk about these UTG scope rings that I use. They're called the UTG Accu-Sync quick release lever lock scope rings, and they come in different sizes depending on your scope tube diameter. All mine are either 30 millimeter or 1 inch. So that's all I have here, but they also come in like 34 millimeter. And there's a lot of features with these that I like. One of the things, they're aluminum, so that keeps the weight down. They're still light. But one of the problems you have with aluminum scope rings is they tend to strip out on you, especially you get cheaper ones, but they strip out. These ones I've remounted multiple times, and they haven't stripped out on me. They're just very durable. They're not the cheapest. They run about I think right around $90 a set, but they're very durable. One of the features that I like about these is, if you can see that see-through, that pass-through, you could mount these on your AR, and you could just use your existing iron sights. You don't have to worry about setting up offset or anything like that. You just get the right height according to what you need for your rifle. Now, some of the other features, which I'll show you an example on a rifle that I have, the Stevens 334. Now let's just make sure it's clear. Okay, so we're clear. If you look on this side, on the nut, they look similar to a front sight post on an AR-15. You got that little locking pin. Well, to adjust these locking levers, based on, depending on where you need to be, you just punch that pin in and rotate these. And once you get it set, they're locked into place. They don't move on you. And then these locking levers here, they have a button, so they lock in place. When you need to release them, you just pull the button back and pop them off, and then it'll come loose. You can remove your scope. So I really like them. Now these ones here, I got medium on here, and it might be a little high, so I might change these out to low. I wasn't quite sure where this was going to end up. So anyway, that's the lever on those. And they also make different attachments for these, like depending on your needs. And here's an example. Here's a top plate. You could just change them out. This is a micro red dot plate, and you can change out your top plate on these. And then if you're someone who has trouble acquiring a fast moving target with a scope, and you need some kind of backup sights for that, you can throw a micro red dot on here. Doesn't take up much space, doesn't look huge, and doesn't add a lot of weight. So they make different attachments based on your needs. This particular one has a level on it. You can get them with levels. They have levels go the other direction too. But I really like this. If this is something you might want to check out or anything, I have a store. I'll put a link at the end of the video in the description. And you could go to my store, and if there's a size it's not in there, just let me know. You can go to the UTG website and you can see all the different ones that they have. Now, they haven't paid me. All this I pay for. Everything I've done so far has been things that I bought out of my pocket. I have the store. I make a little commission off of it. But I try not to put things on there that I haven't used or, I don't think is a good product. And these, I think, is a good product, and I would recommend them. They're not the cheapest, but they're also not the most expensive. So you're looking at around $90, but a lot of things you're going to get what you pay for. When it comes to scope rings, I think that's the case. So these I would recommend. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Again, if this is something you want to try out, I'll put the link to my store in the description, and you can go to the store and check them out. But, you know, that's going to do it for this video. And we'll see you next
Ever
time.
reckon you just need to leave the world behind?
We'll see you next time at Ridge Runner Dave's.